challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
Air Transat presents Two Friends on Vacation in Italy.
Well, it's almost time to pack up and go home.
But we just got here.
We've been here for 2 weeks.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've been to 5 museums, visited 4 churches, made pasta from scratch, done a food tour and a bike tour, and had a private opera class with a famous mezzo-soprano.
Wow, time really flies by.
With direct round-trip flights to Europe starting at $549 with carry-on baggage and a meal included, you don't want to let this offer fly by. Conditions apply. Air Transat. Travel moves us.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed mold, mildew, bowing walls, or water in your basement? I hope not, but if you have, your basement is losing the war against groundwater. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.ca/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed where work is performed. See website for details.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And at home tonight, the second straight night at Scotiabank Arena tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons in town. Welcome to Tangerine Raptors basketball live from Scotiabank Arena. Jim Taddy high above the action. Let's go courtside. Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy, the one thing they have in common is they both lost their last 2 games, and the Raptors would like to solve the Pistons finally for once this year.
Yeah, they would, and it's going to be a tall order as Detroit's playing really well. As I said earlier in our brief segment, I think JB Bickerstaff is the coach of the year, and they've adapted the all-for-one attitude. The lineup is being introduced, but they are all standing together. No individual is bigger than this team. It's us against all of you, and the Raptors used to do that on the road when Kyle Lowry was here. On the road, no individual recognition for guys being introduced. We all go out together. You can introduce the 5 that are starting, but there's 15 cats here that are standing together and try and get a win. And I like that. I like that. I like the kind of old school bad boy mentality that's back, Javon. It's like, we're going to bust your butt, and then we're going to bust your butt.
Yeah.
On and off the court.
Good energy. Great energy. It's all us, all we.
And like New Jack City with Nino Brown said, we all we got. That's it. Lights are down, and the Raptors are about to be introduced. And as Jim Taddy has told you, and we will tell you again, starting lineup is driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. Friday night, and a lot of people making the trek north of the border from the 313 in Detroit as the Raptors get set to take on the Pistons. Javon, when we get a chance, I'm going to comment on not just JB Bickerstaff as Coach of the Year, but the entire coaching staff.
Yes,
he's got
absolutely.
some good names. He's got former head coaches in Luke Walton and Sidney Lowe. We'll get to that in a minute. First, here are the starters for the Raptors.
Go Raptors! From Maryland, the Wildcat moving 0 to 100
Mr. Double-Double, this is Jakob Poeltl. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
All right, the lights are up, and it's time to go in Toronto. Raptors taking on the 42-34 Detroit Pistons. And back to the coaching staff, when you look at Luke Walton, Sidney Lowe, former head coaches, Jerome Allen, a mainstay on many coaching benches, the Ukraine train, Vitaly Potapenko, and then former Raptor Jared Jack, Fred Vinson, a guy known for his shooting teaching ability, as he was the one that changed the shot of Lonzo Ball when Lonzo had that thing throwing it from the other side of his face. Yeah, slinging it. Fred in New Orleans worked with him for a long time to fix that shot. So look, JB Bickerstaff, coach of the year, yeah, but he's got a real solid staff that he's working with. Pistons will wear the white with red and blue trimming. Those uniforms, like Boston, like New York, staples and stand the test of time. Raptors will wear the home black with the Raptors peaked up the front. Jordan logo on the shorts, the left hip and the right breast area. Bill Kennedy, Gedimitis Petritis, and John Conley, the officials, as we get set to tip it off. Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, and Tim Hardaway Jr. The lineup on the floor in white for Detroit. Detroit will go right to left towards Bay Street. The Raptors win the tip in the black. They come left to right, quickly, near side, into the lane. Cross court, they swing it. Battle, shot fake, they close out. He dribbles it off his leg, out of bounds.
I still, you know what I like the set, right? You get a quick C cut, but Jamison Battle just wasn't able to handle the basketball getting to the rack because the closeout was a little aggressive. They got out, they put it on the floor, just got to control it, but a great intentional, deliberate play on your first set.
Schroeder back. In the lane to Thompson, turns it over. Here comes Toronto, quickly on the run. 3-on-2, lobs it up. Mobo up high and down hard for the jam. Toronto on a spectacular Mobo lob, go up 2-0.
Well, turnover broke both ways to start. Toronto Raptors just come out and convert with a transition lob. Get a little energy going, get a little flow going to the game.
Beasley in the lane, kick it out. Schroeder open three up top, no good. Rebound knocked away. Jalen Duren has it in the lane, gets it to Thompson. Dribbles up and around and lays it up and in. Game tied at 2. Back comes Toronto.
They got to find him early. Emmanuel quickly, that's what he does, right? The pull-up threes, the most pull-up threes on the team. One of the best in the league at it in transition in the open court.
IQ knocks it out. Raptors up 5-2. That one in the bottom of the well. Thompson to Beasley. His three, got it. Beasley has been terrific all year shooting the three for Detroit. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. We're tied at 5. Poeltl to Battle, far side. Beasley closes out. Poeltl on the elbow, far side, left wing. Gets it to Quickly, near side, and is fouled by Hardaway as he tried to sweep through from right to left, sideline to the middle.
Tim Hardaway Jr. trying to explain to the officials that Emmanuel Quickly is trying to sweep by him. You got to give that space.
Jacoby Walter will inbound near side, right wing. Gets it to Poeltl. On the bounce. Now to Quickly, far side, left wing. Down to the baseline. 10-10 first quarter, game tied at 5. Mobo, shot clock at 3. He's got to go. Forces it up, off balance, gets rim. So Battle grabs a rebound. Gets it to Quickly. Corner jumper, no good. Rebound, Mobo keeps it alive, but Beasley comes away with it. Front court, Beasley on the run all the way to the hoop. Poeltl got a piece. Durant gets it back and lays it in. (7-5), Detroit leading. In the lane, Pirtle floats it up and in.
That's tough. That's tough. Emmanuel quickly rejects the screen, which draws the attention of Durant, and Pirtle gets that lob pass.
Durant on the running hook, knocks it down, far side. 9-7, Detroit by 2. Back comes Emmanuel, quickly. IQ near side, right wing. Up top, his jumper no good. Rebound to Thompson. Sar Thompson front court, left wing, near side. Under 9 minutes, first quarter, 9-7. Detroit. Beasley catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound. Mobile couldn't squeeze it, knocked away from him by Durant. And it'll be Toronto basketball. Here come the Raptors front court. Quickly, far side, into the lane, gets it to Pirtle, swing it. Jacoby Walters, shot fake, escape, dribble. Three in the air, no good. Rebound knocked away from Durant by Quickly. Deep three by IQ, no good. Pirtle actually knocked it away, but...
Yeah, Raptors have had really good activity on the offensive boards early on.
Durant drives and Pirtle wipes it out. Back comes Toronto. Mobile on the run, into the lane. Finds Walter. Backs it out, finds Quickly. His pass to Pirtle, knocked away. Pirtle fights Thompson for it. Battle, open corner three, short. Rebound knocked away by Durant.
A couple good looks for the Raptors, only 1 for 7, but you got to keep shooting those open shots off of broken plays, especially.
Schroeder drives, misses the layup, rebound to Pirtle. 7:50 in a fast-paced first quarter. 9-7 Toronto, trailing Detroit by 2. Battle, three, straight away, bang in the bottom of the well.
And that's why I said you got to keep shooting those threes, right? Battle on this one, he comes off of the screen, coming from the right side of the floor, gets an open look. Defender gets caught on the screen, and that's just him at the top of the key teeing it up. 1 for 7 going into that shot, but 2 for 8 now from the three-point line. A great shot, and if you're going to continue to get those open ones, law of averages, right? These guys are good shooters, especially Battle.
10-9 Toronto, 7:42 first quarter. Let's take a break. Listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Back in Toronto, 10-9. Raptors leading the Pistons. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard. Nice to have Josh Lippa back with us courtside. Up top, Paul Gatt, the veteran. Paul been here for 30 years. Was here when I first started this in this racket when we were back at the Sky Dome. Paulie, good to see you up there, and I know our guys Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lundberg are in good hands. Alex Mandarino back as the technical producer and driving the car tonight. Look out, he's got a license. He's behind the wheel. Cameron Moore producing back at Raptor Central.
I don't know about the license, though.
Yeah,
he's just driving.
No. He's got it. He's got his eyes open, man. The way you say it like that, just driving, means like he doesn't know what he's doing. No, I'm good with him. He's a good Uber driver. Get me to my spot.
You a trusted man.
I am. Tim Hardaway Jr., 3 up top, no good. Here come the Raptors in black, left to right. Quickly, hustles at front court. Gets it to Walter. Step back. Now gets it to Pirtle. To Mobile, far baseline. Down the baseline, reverse layup, blocked by Thompson. Mobile gets it to Walter. His pass for Mobile went right through his legs.
And Mobile's got to think score, right?
Yeah.
Emmanuel quickly pushed the basketball, great pace in transition. That ball gets swung over to that left corner, and he was already hesitant on his dribble drive to the basket. Get there to score first, and then make your play secondary.
Detroit has the ball in the lane. Durant. 6:50 to go, first quarter. 10-9 Toronto. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Mobile with the rebound. Outlet quickly. On the drive, IQ gets to the basket. Tight ropes the baseline and kicks it out. Walter, far side, left wing between the arc and the hash mark. To Battle, back to Walter. In that same spot where he passed it, now moves near side. 17-footer good, near wing by Jacoby Walter.
Right read as he comes off that right side of the screen. He's just waiting to assess where Durant is going to go and drop him back into Pirtle's lap and elevating into the shot. Just him in the basket there.
Beasley in the lane to Durant. Lays it up, no good, but fouled by Pirtle. 12-9 Toronto.
Yeah, it's tough. When Durant gets that low, right on that roll, he gets that catch just about a foot outside of the basket, but he's 6'10", 250. When he catches that basketball, Jonesy,
he's alone.
And gets those vice grips locked in on the basketball, nobody's going to get that away from him. Right, Pirtle picks up the foul here, sends him to the free throw line, but when he gets the basketball that deep, it's going to be foul or basket.
He is a load. Jalen Durant, 13th pick by Charlotte in 2022. He's 10th in rebounding, 5th in offensive rebounding, and second in field goal percentage. He doesn't.
68%, just 68.8 to be exact, just under 70. So if he gets the basketball under there, just start setting up your offense.
He knows where his bread is buttered.
Yeah,
he's
start working on your next set.
In terms of three-pointers this year, 0 for 0. Misses the second free throw, though.
Coaches always say, KYP, know your personnel.
Beasley on the 3, knocks it down as they get the offensive rebound.
And I like to say, KYG, know your game.
13-12 Detroit, 1 free throw to make it. 13-12 Detroit, 1 free throw to make it 12-10. They get the offensive rebound. And then the Beasley 3. 1 point lead for Detroit. Simone Fontecchio into the ball game. Quickly up top of the lane. Gets into the key, kick out. A.J. Lawson 3. Halfway down, took a victory lap, spun out. Here comes Detroit. Beasley, quick catch and shoot, got it. Do not give him any airspace.
No, look how fast the ball popped up this left side of the floor with 18 seconds on the shot clock. He gets up into his jumper, clean look.
16-12 Detroit. 5:28 to go, first quarter.
Raptors turn over that basketball. The difference on those two plays, right? Detroit gets a basket off a transition through the ball moving off the pass, right? Tough for the defense to catch up. Raptors turn this one over right in front of us on the right side of the floor because there's a little bit too much dribbling. The right intention, but if you don't have anything with 2-3 dribbles, got to move it.
Detroit will inbound. And come 94 feet. Raptors pick up pressure. Lawson and Shed, double Schroeder. Fontecchio trying to get the ball in. Thompson comes back to help out. They get it to Thompson. Mobile right on him. 92 feet away. Thompson will bring it front court. Mobile working the feet. Thompson drives near side, left wing, gets to the hoop, puts it up, no good. But we've got a late foul call. And it will go against
And Mobile's got to look at the backside. Yeah, you don't want to give him a straight line drive, but when you're defending 92 feet with these athletes, and Thompson did a good job of baiting him, right? He's working him in the half court, and then that slow step to acceleration, it's easy to blow by, but Mobile's got to look at the other 4 guys on the floor and say, who's got my back, right? He's doing a good job in the open court by defending and killing some clock, but it's really tough at this level to keep guys in front of you for 20 seconds, 10, 15, 20 seconds.
Second free throw good by Thompson. Detroit up 6, 18-12. Last foul was on Orlando Robinson, and he throws the ball away. Beasley stops for 3, no good, far side. Rebound knocked away. Thompson gets to the hoop, jams it down, and is fouled. The entire Piston bench up. These guys are bringing it. 20-12, Detroit. Raptors had a 12-9 lead. And it's an 11-0 run for Detroit, and the meter's still running. Thompson free throw good. 21-12, Detroit by 9. And Darko wants to talk. 5:06 to go, first quarter. We'll take a break. Detroit by 9, 21-12. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050, Toronto.
Touchdown.
Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium 1-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
When you get a Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and class-leading safety included, it's like you also get a Subaru that comes with your very own golf club holder, stadium parking navigator, a basketball team transporter, a remote cottage finder, a beaver spotter, a coach hauler, bear country guide, a family road trip carrier, a muddy road controller, extreme wind stabilizer, plus a... And we're out of time. Subaru is the multi-tool that masters every unpredictable weather condition. Visit your local Subaru dealer for great lease and finance options.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
.506 first quarter. Detroit on a 12-0 run to have a 21-12 lead over Toronto. Got to patch the leak right now, Javon, if you're Toronto.
Yeah, well, 4 turnovers, which have only led to 5 points, but still turning over careless ones like you've seen, which led to Thompson getting himself to the free throw line, right? You want to do a better job of just taking care of it, but also getting quality shots on the offensive end of the floor, right? Raptors are 5 for 13. Only shooting 38% and 22% from the three-point line. But you need the basketball. You need the possession to get quality shots. Two-pronged approach, but first you need that leather ball.
Lawson, Shed, Robinson, Battle, and Mobo for Toronto. Shed coming front court against Schroeder. Schroeder picking him up tight the same way Shed did to him. Shed blows by him, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Mobo. Mobo stops, back to Shed, shot clock at 5, gets a screen from Robinson, now gets it to Robinson, top of the lane, jumper good. Now it's Shed's turn, he's going to get in Schroeder's grill, 94 feet. It's like, okay, so this is what we're doing, all right. Shed leaning in, looking for a steal, Schroeder with his back to him, crosses over, kicks it near side, Fontecchio 3, no good, rebound, Lawson. Hustles it front court to Shed. Shed drives on Fontecchio. puts it up, no good, but is fouled. You could see Shed sizing him up right here in front of us like, oh, I got a live one here.
He was sizing him up and knew he could get by him, but he was also in his peripheral. He could see Duran trailing the play and trying to time him at the basket. So he does an exceptional job of scooping the basketball and extending his right arm away from the defense so that Duran doesn't have enough time to contest the shot.
Shed free throw up and down. Raptors trailing 21-15. See if they can put a run together to try and shave into this Detroit lead. Shed knocks down 2. 21-16, Detroit by 5. 4:15 to go. First quarter, Raptors double. Schroeder right at the midcourt line, or just over the midcourt line. Shed making him turn. And when his back was toward the middle of the court, Robinson came over and doubled. So they use a timeout. We'll keep it here. Toronto trailing Detroit 21-16. What do you like about the rest of this Detroit team, Javon? I don't think they're a team that anybody wants to see come playoff time.
No, and I think, what you like about them most is, why does nobody want to see them? Because they don't back down, right? And
they'll bust your butt, then they'll bust your butt.
Right, and look at them right now. They're playing without Cade Cunningham tonight, and there's no drop-off. There's no letdown. A couple nights ago, they're playing against OKC Thunder, and eventually, OKC got away with the game for sure, ran away with the game. But for the better 2-3 quarters, opening 3 quarters of
that game was 102-98 with about 4 minutes to go.
It was a dogfight, right? So I think you also have a bunch of guys that have a chip on their shoulder, a bunch of guys that feel like, hey, we've kind of been forgotten, and they play like it, right? And to your point earlier in the pregame when they were announcing the starters, there was a unit, right? Those guys were together. There was cohesiveness. So to me, they're one fabric, and you said it. I don't think anybody wants to see them in the playoffs because they're going to make you work.
Schroeder near side, left wing. Detroit and White coming right to left toward Bay Street. Schroeder to the baseline, kicks it out, gets it to Ron Holland the second, but he couldn't squeeze it. Threw his hands off his knee, out of bounds on the baseline. Toronto ball. Shed turns, squares, looks Schroeder right in the eye as he brings it over midcourt, near side, right wing. On the bounce, Shed. And Schroeder picks up his dribble, gets it to Robinson between the circles. Robinson backdoor cut. Jared Rhoden with a jam on the baseline.
That's how you loosen up a defense, right?
Yes, sir.
Detroit was doing a good job of denying every pass. Rhoden, instead of trying to get the dribble handoff, takes a step to the ball and backdoor, and now you're getting the delivery on the pass for an easy dunk.
Raptors almost get the steal, but they're going to be called for the foul. Foul will go on Rhoden. Detroit inbound near side, left wing, right in front of JB Bickerstaff. Fontecchio runs over Jacoby Walter, no call. Beasley up top, gets it to Paul Reed. His pass was kicked out of bounds, so they're going to give them 14 on the shot clock. Detroit, and they'll inbound left side near wing. 3:20 first quarter, 21-18 Detroit. After a 12-0 run by the Pistons to take a 21-12 lead, the Raptors have come back with 6 straight. Looking for a stop and more right now. Beasley, 3, short. Rebound on the ground. Robinson picks it up. Outlet Lawson on the run. Lawson is fouled as he went to the hoop. Had a 2-on-1. Rhoden was calling for the lob, but AJ had it in 5th gear and was going downhill.
He's going a little bit too fast to make that play, and he'd already made up his mind at half that I'm going for a bucket. Sasser cut him off, and You're right. Probably the right play would have been to throw that lob, and you already know Roden, he's warmed up, right? He got the back door, he got the dunk earlier. Maybe you toss him that easy one and get him another 2.
Free throw good for Lawson. Second one no good. So the run is 7-0 Toronto. They've cut the lead to 2 at 21-19. Sasser to Ron Holland, the second into the corner. Fontecchio, 3 good. Simone Fontecchio knocks it out. 24-19, Detroit by 5. 2:50 first quarter. Jacoby Walter down to the baseline. Kicks it to Robinson at the free throw line. Back to Shed. On his Houston teammate, former teammate Sasser, wanted the foul called as he elevated. It went off Toronto, out of bounds, as Shed missed the shot, and it'll be Detroit basketball. Sasser, front court. Gets it to Hardaway Jr., far side, right wing. 2:20 to go, first quarter, 24-19 Detroit. Hardaway Jr. pull up midi from 17 feet.
That's just a tough shot. Jared Roden doing a good job of forcing him to the middle, like the game plan suggests, and even a pretty tough contest. And Hardaway Jr. just making a tougher shot.
In the lane. Fall away jumper by Roden, no good. Rebound knocked away. Or by Lawson, no good. Rebound knocked away. Shed stands up Holland. Got the run out pass for Lawson. Finds Robinson in the lane, and Orlando's pushed as he comes down the lane. Great hustle by Shed and Lawson to run that ball down. 1:48 first quarter. 26-19, Detroit by 7. Orlando Robinson on the line to shoot 2. First one is good from Robinson. Orlando has acquitted himself well. It'll be interesting to see what happens as the Raptors move forward at the end of the year.
I'll say one thing. He's done what he's supposed to do.
Yes.
Right. It's interesting what the Raptors are going to do, but at the same time, there's 29 other teams as well. And he's ticked every box that he was supposed to with the minutes that he's played this season.
Free throw's good. 26-21. Detroit by 5. Minute 40. First quarter. Paul Reed up top. On the bounce. Gets it to Sasser. Near side on Robinson on the switch. Drives into the lane. Leans in. And Robinson just leaned forward enough to allow the contact to happen.
See, that's a call for me I wouldn't be making.
No.
Right, because he shot fake twice, is off balance, didn't have anywhere to go, and then jumps into Orlando Robinson.
Got the bailout.
Yeah, he got the bailout. So for me, that's a no call. You let guys play on there.
It's like the government stimulus, the bailout right there.
Absolutely nowhere for him to go.
Maybe the basketball gods knew that too, because Sasser no good on the first free throw. Detroit leading Toronto 26-21, minute 28 to go. First quarter, second one good by Sasser. 6-point Detroit lead. Shed up the near side, right wing. Raptors in the black, coming left to right. Roden straight away. Gets it to Mobo, straddling the arc, far side, left wing. On Paul Reed. Mobo, drive. Now kicks it to Lawson. Dribble handoff, Jacoby Walter. Shot clock at 5. Gotta go. Walter drive in the lane. Bumped. And they're going to get the foul on Fontecchio. Jacoby at least being aggressive, Javon, trying to make something happen and not just settling for a jump shot.
And good things happen when you're aggressive, right? And even on that call, was it a foul? Maybe a touch foul. But at the same time, similar to the call on the other end on Sasser, you make up your mind that you're going to get the rack and something positive is going to come out of it, you're typically going to get the favor of the whistle.
First free throw good from Jacoby Walter. 79% from the line this year. averaging 8.5 points, 8.4 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of assists. A lot of reps for the Raptor rookies this year. Front court, Asar Thompson gets it to Paul Reed. Back to Thompson on the dribble handoff. Up top to Reed. Holding straight away against Mobile. Now gets it to Holland in the lane, and he's fouled. Very similar to what Javon was just talking about. Take it to the basket. Oh my, I never forget the line from one of my old coaches. He said, Jones? I said, yeah, coach. He said, there are 2 great plays in this world. I looked at him. He said, you know what I mean? Plays? I go, yeah. He goes, do you know them? I said, not really. He said, one is a streetcar named Desire. The other one is drive to the basket. He said, when in doubt, drive to the basket. I never seen a streetcar named Desire either, so. Taddy, you seen that one?
If anybody's seen it, it's Taddy.
No wave from Taddy. Yeah, he has. He waved. He's seen it. I want a book report on it, Taddy, next game. Jamal Shed in the lane, floats it up and in. Raptors trailing 29-25, 30 seconds, first quarter. Sasser, far side. His pass intercepted. Here comes Shed on the run out. Goes to jam it down. Missed it. Thought he was fouled. Raptors get the rebound. We play on. Roden, far side against Hardaway Jr. Shot clock at 10. They get it to Shed. Jamal on the bounce. Works into the lane. Kicks to Jacoby. 3 in the air. Good.
Big time.
Just beat the shot clock. The Raptors cut the lead to 1 at 29-28. Holland's heave is no good. And it's a 1-point Detroit lead after the first lap.
Shed gives up the 2 on the dunk attempt. He said, listen, we'll give up the 2 for the 3. He still gets the assist. Still a part of the play.
1 quarter in the books. That first quarter was brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. 29-28. Raptors trail by 1. Detroit with the lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They can help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-288-4991. That's 1-800-288-4991. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-288-4991. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-288-4991. Ontario license number 4705786.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Second quarter about to start. 29-28, Detroit leading Toronto. Raptors battle back after being down by as many as 9. And we'll see if they can kind of keep it rolling in this second quarter. Outscoring Detroit 19-9. Late in that first quarter. Sasser has the ball. He's coming front court for Detroit.
Sure, he's happy to see Jamal Shed on the bench because Jamal was hounding him the last couple minutes of that first quarter.
Lindy Waters III out there for Detroit with Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. down the baseline. The layup, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Off to Roden, front court, right wing, near side. Roden, Swider. Lawson, quickly, and Pirtle. Lawson turns the corner, gets into the lane, floats it up, no good, but AJ had his head down. Again in fifth gear, he was determined. I'm getting to the basket.
Well, twice now we've seen him get to the basket, and good things have happened, right? When he's made up his mind and he's been deliberate, not the biggest frame, but he said, okay, I'm getting to the rack. And even now, right, a little bit off balance as he's driving and getting to that left hand, just looked like his left foot was under him. But he gets there, right? He gets the attention of the officials to get the call.
Lawson makes the first one. We're tied at 29. Second one good for Lawson. Raptors take a 30-29 lead. Front court comes Detroit. Sasser gets it to Waters. Duran, backdoor cut. Great find by Duran to Sasser. He lays it in. Detroit up 31-30. Somebody got lost. Quickly, near side, right wing, down to the baseline. Fires the jumper, no good. Rebound, Holland. Front court, Detroit in the white, right to left. Hardaway, catch and shoot three, knock it down. Detroit up 4, 34-30. Quickly, brings it front court. Darko orchestrating the offense on the sideline. Quickly to Pirtle in the lane. Oh, nice ball fake by Pirtle on the dribble. And he lays it in. Had a guy standing in the corner and moved the defense with the ball fake.
Well, they ran that pick and roll to the single side, and Lindy Waters was defending both of them. He was crafty as his didn't even Euro step, but got between both defenders for the finish.
Duran with a big finish down the lane for the dunk. 36-32 Detroit. Quickly on the bounce. Looks to Swider, far corner, left side in the pocket. Back up top to Quickly. 10 minutes to go, first half. 36-32 Detroit. Quickly in the lane, floated up, no good. Rebound Duran. He'll run it front court on the bounce. Cross court, Waters, catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound Swider. Lawson front court. Right side near wing. Raptors in the black, coming left to right. Cross court, Roden. On the bounce against Holland. Roden squares up, three, no good. Rebound Duran. Sixth rebound of the game for Duran. Holland drives. Raptors thought they got it cleanly, but Toronto going to be called for the foul. And it's going to go on Jared Roden. Two shots for a driving Ron Holland the second. .9:33 to go first half. As Holland's first free throw is good.
He's been playing better over his last 4 games. 12 points on 66% shooting. Led the G League ignite in scoring and steals as an 18-year-old last season.
Second free throw, no good. 37-32, Detroit by 5. 9:20 first half. Roden gets it to Pirtle. Backdoor cut to Lawson. Lay it up, no good. Under duress, here comes Detroit with numbers. Waters kicks it up top to Sasser. Squares for a deep three and knocks it down. Timeout, Darko. Sasser wanted to.
He wanted it.
He wanted to pull the gun on the three, but
he jogged back and he looked at Coach J.B. Bickerstaff. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
After
watching a little bit of too much John Morant.
After John Morant got nicked for $75,000, he said, "I'll keep my money in my pocket."
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
Timeout on the floor. 9:04 first half. 40-32. Detroit by 8. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Oh no, I can't be out of ink. Not now.
Megatank.
Why do I always do this to myself? What is that printer that comes with 30 times the ink?
Megatank.
Yes, it's a Canon. Megaphone?
Megatank.
It's a Canon printer. It comes with like $2,000 worth of ink. Prints me over 7,700 color pages.
Megatank.
Mega what?
Listen to the voice in your head and get a Canon Megatank printer, so you don't have to think about ink for a long, long time. Canon Megatank printers available at Staples, Best Buy, and Walmart.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
9:04 to go, first half. Detroit stretches the lead that was once as high as 9 back up to 8. Toronto had a 31-30 lead. It's a 10-1 run for the Pistons to lead where they are now at 40-32. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa here. Up top, Paul Gatt looking after Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg. You will hear from them at halftime. Cameron Moore and Alex Mandarino back at Raptors Central. 8:52 to go. As the Raptors turn it over, Waters got a run out. Lawson runs him down for the block. AJ did not give up on the play after turning it over. Hardaway baseline. Raptors defend, but Hardaway open in the corner for 3 after a wild scramble.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. He got back so fast and got up so high. Usually guys block the basketball, they meet you at the rim, but he was so high above, he blocked the basketball on top of the rim.
Swider in the corner. Knocks down a mid-range jumper. Sasser back for Detroit. Under 8 minutes, first half. Duren, mid-post, far side, right wing. Detroit in the white, moving right to left toward Bay Street. Duren has it knocked away, goes to Holland. His jump hook is contested and short. Back come the Raptors. Lawson to Swider, 3-ball, got it. Down the bottom of the well for Cole Swider. It had been a long time in between.
It's good to see him. He went
jumpers for him, yeah.
Against Portland on Thursday. Just a good time to see him get some shots, go down for his own confidence, because you know he can knock it down, but just hasn't been able to find that rhythm.
Raptors foul. As we've got Pirtle on the foul against Sasser. Sasser will go to the line for 2. 7:21 to go. First half, 43-37. Free throw up and in by Sasser. Sasser on the line, 44-37. Second one up and down, too. Here comes Shed, front court. Raptors down by 8, 45-37. Swider in the lane, floats it up, no good. But Orlando Robinson there on the stick back. Swider's drive drew Duran over to try and help.
That's what happens when you get good shots and everybody on the floor knows where the shots are coming from. You're now in rebounding position because he comes off of that stagger out of the left side of the floor. He curls because the defense is trailing behind him, misses the layup. But already, because he draws 2 at the rim, Robinson is right in rebounding position, offensive rebounding position, comes up with it and gets himself, draws a foul. Misses the first of 2. But that whole sequence, right? If you don't get a bucket out of the stagger, you're coming up with a rebound, you're coming up with a bucket, or you're coming up with a foul. Perfect. Couldn't have gone better.
Second free throw good by Robinson. Raptors cut the lead to 7, 45-38. Orlando making 1 of 2. Duran in the lane, pulls his way to the basket and lays it in. Man, that is a moving van trying to stop that, man.
Almost knocks off Thompson's head, flexing. Too strong for all that. You got to keep it small, keep it simple.
Robinson, far side, gets it to Shed. On the bounce. Drive, kick it out. Jacoby Walter, catch and shoot 3, good. Down the bottom of the well for Jacoby Walter. 47-41. Raptors cut the lead to 6. In the lane, the Raptors knock it away, but Detroit regains possession. Waters deep 3 is good, man. That was a long drink of water for Lindy Waters III. Shed, front court, on the drive, gets it to Jacoby underneath. Great backdoor cut. Walter reverse layup. Far side, left wing. 50-43, 7-point Detroit lead.
Big time pass for Shed. 4 assists for him tonight.
Beasley in the lane. The shot by Thompson blocked. Shed back, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Lawson, kick it out to Shed. Lawson, catch and shoot 3, bang! In the bottom of the well. Timeout, JB Bickerstaff. Raptors rallying.
Looking over at JB Bickerstaff saying, you got to call the timeout. But unselfish play, coming down, getting his 5th assist. AJ Lawson doing a good job coming up with the offensive rebound, kicks it out. And he's the beneficiary of the pass leading to the 3-point shot from Shed.
Timeout on the floor. 5:43 first half, 50-46 Detroit leading by 4. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito. My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
I'm standing proudly for Canada. Hi, this is Arlene Dickinson. I am so proud that Canadians are standing together. We're using our voices, and we're supporting Canadian businesses and Canadian workers for this great country that we all love so much. Look for Canadian labels to help keep food on Canadian tables. Shop as if your country depends on it. Keep your money in Canada, for Canada.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Heading towards half, 50-46. Detroit by 4, 5:43 to go. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. All right, so the Raptors are putting up a little bit of a tussle here. Javon, even though they are severely undermanned. Schroeder, front court for Detroit. Gets it to Waters, far side, right wing. Paul Reed, top of the lane to Schroeder. Into the elbow. Finds Reed down low. And he's bumped by Robinson. Was off balance and just crumpled to the ground. And Orlando Robinson picks up the foul. Tough one because Reed had his back to the basket.
He had his toenail back to the basket and his toenail on the baseline.
The baseline was like, coach used to say, don't go near the baseline or sideline. They're like the cliff. You're going to fall off. Pirtle back in. Robinson sits down. Orlando picking up his 4th personal foul. Schroeder up top. Gets it to Beasley. On the drive. Kick it out to Schroeder. Deep 3. No good. Shed with the challenge. Pirtle with the rebound.
Shed with the help on Beasley's drive and the recovery, getting right back in time to contest a weaker shooter. Schroeder.
Pirtle puts his rebound back up and in.
He's just padding stats.
I know Jamal.
He's just padding stats.
Jamal cut his eyes at him like, hey, man, we had a screen and roll and you missed that one and you got a rebound.
That was my assist. That should have been my assist, right? He's not going to miss many of those at 63% from the floor. He just wanted to get an extra rebound.
Beasley fouled on his drive. Jamal's like, if I come up one assist short of $1 million bonus or something, right, Pirtle, you're paying.
You got the difference.
Lawson out. Bobo in. Raptors trail 50-48. Schroeder to Beasley, far side. Jacoby closes out. Beasley puts it on the ground in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound pinballed around. Here comes Toronto. Shed left to right. Finds Walter in the corner. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound Momo, can't get it. Here comes Hardaway Jr. Hardaway drive, left side, lay it in. That's a strong take by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Playing off the catch, right? Off the closeout. Ball's in the air. You catch it on the fly. Nobody can really recover. He gets a straight line drive down the slot.
Pirtle gets it to Shed, and he doesn't get it to him. The pass went awry. Ball on the ground. They fight for it. We're going to have a jump ball. Schroeder now holding his right shin. Reed getting up slowly off the ground. Schroeder still not up. Now helped to his feet. 5 on the shot clock if Toronto wins the tip. It'll be a fresh 24 if the Pistons take control. Shed out, quickly in. Pirtle to jump it up with Reed. Lots of bodies moving around. Man, the tip flubbed around, but Detroit gets it. Both guys swung at it and missed. Reed underneath, lay it up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. His outlet pass was behind. Quickly, Thompson grabbed it and laid it in. 54-48, Detroit by 6. And now battles pass intercepted by Thompson. Far side, right wing. Kicks it up top. Hardaway bows for the 3, no good. Rebound Mobo. Front court, here comes quickly. 3:25. First half. IQ up top, drive, far side, floated up, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Gets it to quickly to Momo with a left hand jam. Big flush by Mobo.
Like the mentality on that play, not settling by IQ, getting to the rack. Offensive rebound by Pirtle. Touch pass to IQ, who drops it down to Mobo, who gets a big-time finish, aggressive above the rim.
Beasley on Jacoby Walter. Gets it to Reed. Top of the lane. On the bounce. Gets it to Beasley. In the lane. Drive. Lay it up and in. Got the roll. 56-50 Detroit. 2:40. First half. Battle back with a three in the bottom of the well. Jamison Battle knocks it out.
He's considered a marksman now. That's why 40% from three, and you see his confidence.
Schroeder drives. And they've got the foul on Pirtle. So that's a third for Pirtle. Toronto big men in a little foul trouble. Schroeder on the line for two. First one good from Schroeder. 57-53. Detroit by 4, 2:25 first half. Schroeder's second one is good. 5-point Detroit lead. Walter will bring it front court. Raptors in the black, coming left to right. Walter right side near wing. Works against Hardaway. Tries to get to the basket. Bounces it off his foot out of bounds. It'll be Detroit ball. Holland or Thompson will bring it front court. Trying to get it to Schroeder, but he's denied. Now they get it to him. Open three, Schroeder, shot fake, drive, floated up, no good. And the foul called. They got it on Mobo. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. 2 minutes to go, first half. Schroeder on the line. First free throw, up and down. 6-point lead for the Pistons. Schroeder's second free throw, no good. Rebound though to Juren. In the lane, loses it, and it'll stay with Detroit. .157. First half. Beasley has the shot blocked. Here comes Toronto. Turned the corner in the lane. Raptors rubbed it out. Mobo drives, loses his footing, and they got a run out at the other end, but quickly hustles back to cut off Beasley. Schroeder up top. On the bounce, gets into the lane, kicks to Thompson. Wasn't ready to shoot. Now has to force one up and banks it in over quickly. 61-53, 8-point lead for Detroit. Minute 15 to go, first half. Pirtle to Walter. Floater in the lane, good. Jacoby's got 14.
Been playing well. And he looks comfortable with the shots that he's getting. 14 points and 5 for 8. We've seen the outside game 2 for 2 from the three-point line and got himself to the free throw line. And now you see that little floater.
Schroeder, 16-footer near elbow left side. 63-55, 8-point lead.
Schroeder took that shot like these are his rims.
Yeah, they were for about half the year.
He took that like I'm comfortable here.
Pirtle in the lane. Kicks it far corner. Battle three, short. Rebound Juren. 8-point Detroit lead, 30 seconds to go, first half. Schroeder, hounded by Battle, finds Duren back door, jams it down. 10-point lead for the Pistons, biggest of the game since the first quarter. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 14. Raptor ball front court in the black, left to right. Quickly, gotta go. Drives, cross court to Battle. Catch and shoot three, didn't get it off.
Yeah, there was a little miscommunication there between Pirtle setting the screen and Mobile setting the screen. Pirtle gave the instruction, Mobile, you got to go set it. By then, the clock had already wound down, and IQ didn't have enough time to get baseline and make that pass to the left corner.
3.9 seconds to go. What's Detroit got? Hardaway lobs it to Duren. They get it to Thompson. Reverse layup, no good. They got it off. Didn't get it down. Detroit nonetheless leads by 10 at halftime, 65-55. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. Pistons by 10, 65-55. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
When you get a Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and class-leading safety included, it's like you also get a Subaru that comes with your very own golf club holder, stadium parking navigator, a basketball team transporter, a remote cottage finder, a beaver spotter, a coach holder, bear country guide, a family road trip carrier, a muddy road controller, extreme wind stabilizer, plus a... And we're out of time. Subaru is the multi-tool that masters every unpredictable weather condition. Visit your local Subaru dealer for great lease and finance options.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6081. That's 1-800-353-6081. Again, 1-800-353-6081.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They can help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And trailing by 10 at the half, 65-55 for the Pistons over the Raptors. Welcome to Tangerine Raptors basketball. Raptors at the half, live from Scotiabank Arena. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. We'll go courtside to Josh Lewenberg shortly. Warren, the last 2 minutes of that half really went the Pistons' way. What happened there?
Defense, and turnovers. I think that's been the story, of the first half for Toronto. I think Toronto's playing relatively well, considering they're playing all their kids, all the youthful Raptors. But this defense, within the confines of the rules and within the speed of the game, the Pistons are a very good defensive team. They have a lot of depth. You've seen Toronto struggle, and I mean, you can go to, very specific examples. You look at any sort of handoff situation that the Raptors try and run, where they give the ball to Pirtle at the top of the key, and then he picks a side, and it's usually a guard on either side. And whether it's a handoff or a backdoor cut, the Raptors have nothing. And then they're forced to take a tougher shot at the end of the shot clock. The Pistons are playing really, really well defensively, making it hard for the Raptors to initiate their offense. And then on top of that, to find a closer at the end of a shot clock. And you look at Quickly, he struggled because of that. You look at Shed, he's under pressure in the full court. They're picking them up full court. So the Pistons are coming out here to play. And as I said in the pregame, you got to match that toughness. And it has at times. You saw the Raptors make a bit of a comeback in the second quarter. But for the majority of this first half, the Pistons have kind of pushed Toronto around. They've played their style of basketball, making Toronto have to adjust to their game. And in the half court especially, Toronto struggled to play with the physicality and the fact that no matter where they turn, handoff or not, a Piston is right there in your grill, and you got to be able to break somebody down. The first play of the game was a battle turnover, and that just goes to show you how tough this Piston team is. And this is going to be a tough game for Toronto to win, for sure.
Josh, they got into a hole in the first quarter, then closed the gap to about 1 point deficit at the end of that quarter, and were even with the Pistons for a lot of the second quarter, but at the end, they just took over Detroit, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm really impressed with the Pistons, and I have been all year long. I mean, the year-to-year improvement from this team is almost unprecedented. We've only seen it a few times over the course of NBA history, and there's usually a pretty good reason for it. Like LeBron James and Chris Bosh go to the Miami Heat. Obviously, they get much better. The Spurs draft Tim Duncan. Obviously, they get much better, but this is sort of an organic improvement that we don't really see in the NBA. And yeah, they've made a few additions, and I mean, the Malik Beasley one has been really, really good, and we've seen that play out so far tonight. I mean, his three-point shooting is among the very best in the NBA. I think that's hurt the Raptors quite a bit in the first half. But even without Cade Cunningham and a few of their suspended players, you see the depth that this Pistons team has. They're well coached. They have a really good idea of what they do well. And the Raptors, I mean, this is a very young team, even at the best of times. You subtract Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. As Warren mentioned, they're playing the kids, and what you're going to get a lot of the times is turnovers, and we've seen 11 of them so far tonight. The Pistons are getting out, running on the break, and yeah, the defense just hasn't quite been good enough, especially closing out on shooters and guarding on the perimeter. So all of those things have to tighten up if the Raptors want to get back into this in the second half.
Warren, Jacoby Walters, 17 minutes, 5 of 8, 2 of 4 from the outside, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 14 points. Over the last 2 weeks, let's not go too far back, but what have you seen in terms of his growth over the last 2 weeks?
I can't summarize it into one word, but I can say that he definitely has the poise and the confidence and the wherewithal to play at this level. He's shown that, and right now, offensively, he's been the Raptors' best player. He's the only one that can really get to his spot and play at his own pace, regardless of what Detroit does defensively and regardless of who's guarding him. He's been able to make the right read. You see him come off a handoff, he can read the defense and whether it's a step back jump shot or whether it's a 3-point shot or him just getting in the paint, he's been able to do it, and that's what you want from a young player. And I just feel like he's one of the younger guys who doesn't play like someone his age.
Right. Yeah. It shows a sort of, I think you used the word wherewithal.
That's
just
right.
knows where to be, right?
Right. And not just that, he knows how to score.
Yeah.
And that's very important. You got to know what you're doing, when making decisions. When you're on the floor, the game's happening really fast, and I think he's adjusted to everything that has been thrown his way. So in the last 2 weeks especially, offensively, his confidence is through the roof, and he's just making plays.
So Josh, we've talked a lot about Shed in the past, but Walter is really the breaking story over the last couple of weeks. What's everybody saying about him?
Yeah, I mean, I think Warren hit it right there just in terms of the maturity. A 20-year-old that doesn't play like he's 20. He rarely gets sped up. He rarely looks out of control. And he does so many different things out there, which is one of the things that you love about a young guard is, like, offensively, he does a great job of getting to the rim. He's got a nice touch around the bucket. He can defend, and he's always looked the part of a really good shooter, but the numbers haven't always backed it up. He only hit 34% of his three-point attempts at Baylor last year. Up until the end of February, he was shooting 30%. But Jim, you mentioned it. We're not going to go too far back here. We're going to go back to the beginning of March, and he's shooting 46% from beyond the arc. Has been really, really good lately just in terms of the three-point shooting. So it's starting to come around. It's been a weird rookie year for him. I mean, he gets off to the late start with the shoulder injury, comes back, gets re-injured, goes up and down from the G League. So it's been a lot of stop and start. But whenever he has had that consistent runway to show us what he's got, I've been really impressed. I know the team has as well. That can't be easy for a young guy. But again, he just, like, at no point has he looked phased or out of place. And I think that bodes well for the future of this player and a team that obviously thinks really highly of him.
Josh, thanks very much. Appreciate it. First half stats are brought to you by Subaru. Hurry to the all-in-one event for great offers and experience all the features that come standard in a Subaru. So, obviously, the big score is 65-55. That's the big number. Just looking at the assist total, and the Raptors for assists have 16 on 22 buckets. That's actually what Detroit has, 16 on 22 buckets. The Raptors have 14 on 19 buckets. Raptors are shooting 38.9% from the outside, 7 of 18. And the Pistons are 8 of 19, 42.1%. Overall shooting, the Raptors 45 and the Pistons 47 in the individual categories. Bench 22-17 for the Raptors. Turnovers for points, only 4 for 9 for Detroit, 11 for 13 for the Toronto Raptors, and the big score, as I mentioned, 10-point deficit. So just a quick thought, Warren, before we break and set up the second half. So you've seen what's happening here. What's the counter? Because you've sort of mapped this out before. First 5 or 6 minutes of the third quarter. What do the Raptors have to do there?
Well, they got to take care of the basketball. You can't have 11 turnovers. On your drives to the rim especially, you got to get the ball to the second side and not turn it over. That's most important. I mean, you put the ball on the floor. This Pistons team, they're pesky. They're reaching for it. You got to protect the basketball. Continue to move it. Trust your passes. And when they did that and they got out in transition, they were able to knock down some shots. I mean, they're not impenetrable. It's just you got to be really strong with the basketball, and that's not something we saw in the first half. So if they can make their possessions count and keep as many as possible, I think they'll be in good shape.
Well, the second half is next. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Jan owns a home and a restaurant fusing French and Mexican cuisine. But she is fusing no more because her ovens have gone kaput. She called Alpine Credits, who sent their speedy superhero. With her business loan approved, her ovens were quickly fixed. The hero even had some of her poutine nachos. Yum! Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Huh, look at that. There's a chip in your windshield. Good thing the experts at Speedy Glass can fix it, saving you from needing a full windshield replacement later. At Speedy Glass, our quality repairs are done in less than an hour without ever compromising on quality. Plus, it's free if you're insured. We'll even submit your insurance claim so you don't have to. It's easy. Just book an appointment today at speedyglass.ca. Details and conditions at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Second half about to get going. The Detroit Pistons leading the Toronto Raptors by 10 points. Their largest lead of the game was 11. It currently sits at 65-55 for the Pistons, and Toronto got a little bit of work to do in the second half. See if they can run it down, Javon. Any numbers catch your eye?
No, I think when I'm looking at these numbers right now, one thing that stands out for the Toronto Raptors is obviously the turnovers that they have 10 in the first half, but also they're doing a great job on the offensive rebounds. They have 10 of them, but they haven't converted as much, right? You have 10 offensive rebounds and have only come up with 13 second chance points, right? That's an opportunity for you to, you want to be able to capitalize there. Yeah. There's about 16, 18 points. That also gives you a bit more rhythm, right? That also gives you a bit more opportunity for, guys to touch the basketball, especially when you're in the paint, you get the offensive rebound, you kick out and get some good three-point shots.
We're underway in the second half. Tip-off is powered by your Ontario Honda dealers. Up your game, Lisa Hybrid CRV from 2.49% for up to 24 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. Pistons score right away. 67-55, biggest lead of the game. At 12, Malik Beasley doing the honors to start the half. Pirtle up top. Raptors in the black, moving right to left toward Bay Street. Pirtle to Jacoby Walter, knocked away by Hardaway. He's got a run out, and he lays it in. A quick 4 for Detroit, makes the lead 14. And Darko says, stop the train right now.
Yeah, right away. Detroit's come out of the half applying a lot of pressure. Right in the first half, there was a couple times, and I remember one in particular where Jamison Battle, welcomed the pressure, went back door, and loosened the defense up. And the Raptors have to go back to that, not just fall into trying to wrestle against this Detroit pressure.
So let's take a break, a quick one. 11-17. We are 43 seconds into the second half. Detroit leads 69-55. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas apparel program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.ca.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
69-55, Detroit by 14. A couple of quick buckets, 43 seconds into the second half, and Pistons push their lead to 14, big as it's been, large as it's been all night. And we'll tell you, Third quarter action delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Give yourself a high five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each. 2for1pizza.com. Quickly, will bring the ball front court. Raptors in the black, moving right to left toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Looking at a 14-point deficit. Battle up top. Gets it to Mobo. On the bounce, into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Looked like he planted and turned that left ankle as he hops back on defense. Schroeder on the dribble. Lobs it down low to Duren, who jams it down. He got it through 2 Raptors. Touch pass, too high for one, not far enough for the others. Duren right between them, laid it in. Pirtle, floater in the lane, short, rebound Duren. 16-point Detroit lead. Raptors are in the danger zone right now, Javon.
Just don't seem to have much flow coming out or pop coming out of the half.
Beasley floats it up, no good. Rebound off the foot of Duren, out of bounds. Duren saying the Bickerstaff challenge. JB says, I think I'm going to keep that challenge for maybe.
Yeah, he looked up at the score and said, okay, time and score. How much do I need that challenge right now?
The possession's not a big deal right now. Pirtle, floater in the lane, no good. No harm done. Detroit gets the rebound. Rebound number 11 for Duren. 13 points, 11 rebounds. Dribble handoff, Hardaway catch and shoot 3, good. Detroit with 9 straight to start the half. The lead is 19, 74-55. Quickly drives. His shot blocked. Here comes Detroit. Hardaway Jr. to Thompson. Gets it to Duren. Above the arc, far side, left wing. Back out to Hardaway. Well above the hash mark. Tries to go down low to Duren. Mobo was 3-quartering. And Mobo called on the foul. Shed in, battle out. Gonna play with the 2 point guards together. Shed and Quickly.
Get a bit more ball handling when you have both those guys in the lineup to try and offset some of Detroit's pressure right now.
Down low, they lob it to Duren. And momentum looked like it was taking him out of bounds, but they got the Raptors on the foul. They got it on Pirtle. So Pirtle and Robinson both with 4 now. We still got 9:29 to go in the third quarter. Schroeder, far side, left wing between the arc and the hash mark. Shed sitting in front of him. Schroeder drives baseline. Kicks it inside to Thompson, knocked away. Duren catches it and jams it down.
So strong, right? He finds his way in there and comes up with the pass.
11 in a row for Detroit to start the half. 76-55, their lead is 21. Walter in the lane. Dribbles it back out. Stutter dribble, gets to the lane, floats it up, no good. But Pirtle guides the loose change back into the tin. All right, Raptors on the board, but still trailing big, 76-57. Duren drives in the lane to Thompson, lays it up, no good, knocked away by Pirtle. It'll stay with Detroit. And Detroit is just taking it at Toronto right now.
Yeah, and they can sense, they can smell blood right now. They're really trying to hammer home.
Duren up top to Schroeder. 3 in the air, got it. Rattles 2 rims, backboard and back down. 79-57, Detroit. Pirtle to Shed, up top. Drives left, near side. On the bounce, into the lane, raises up, the jumper, no good. Rebound knocked out, goes to Quickly. His 3 in the air, no good. Rebound. Here comes Malik Beasley. Gets it to Schroeder. On the run. Schroeder up top. Drives right, pull up, jumper, no good. Turns, arms skyward to Gedimitis Petritis wanting the foul, didn't get it. Quickly drive, he wanted the foul, didn't get it. Back comes Beasley, 3 far side, no good. Great box out by Shed on Thompson. 7:35, third quarter, Detroit up 79-57. Shed, 3 up top, good, down the bottom of the well for Jamal Shed. $79-60. Can the Raptors make a run? Thompson on the bounce. Gets it to Beasley. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound quickly. On the run. Quickly tries to get it to Walter. It's picked off by Beasley. Here comes Detroit back quickly. Beasley drive, lay it up and in. Far side left wing. 81-60. Detroit by 21. Detroit came out with that energy, Javon, to start this half.
Yeah, and that was the difference maker, right? On the defensive side, they were top blocking everything. The Raptors weren't necessarily prepared for that type of pressure coming out of the half. And like you mentioned, 11-0 run to start. Now they're digging themselves out.
Pirtle up top, toes on the arc, straight away. Gets it to Shed, near side, left wing, weaves with the screen into the lane, finds Pirtle, floated up and in. Great pass by Shed. What a catch by Pirtle. I mean, he clamped that thing.
He had no chance the way he zipped that ball through there.
Beasley, far side, left wing. Fouled by Shed on the drive. 6:26. Third quarter, 81-62. Detroit by 19. Beasley on the line for 2, and Shed looking at Bill Kennedy saying, how is that a shooting foul? Bill Kennedy, the veteran official, just kind of nods his head and said, I got you, rookie. Just keep playing. First free throw good from Malik Beasley. Bill Kennedy, NBA referee, 58 years old, and has been tooting away for a long, long time. $83-62, free throws good by Beasley. Shed, far side, right wing. Drives right into the lane, finds Pirtle, floated up, then halfway down, back out. Pirtle runs down the rebound. Cross court to Quickly, near side, left wing. Gets it to Pirtle, on the elbow, up top Jacoby Walter. Shot clock at 3, gotta go. Hoists a deep one and knocks it down.
He's in a groove today. He's in his groove. Shot clock winding down to hesitation, pull up from 25 feet. 17 points for Jacoby Walter.
Backcourt violation as Jacoby Walter pressures Schroeder into a turnover at the midcourt line. The ball went backcourt. 30 years Bill Kennedy has been on the job. Started officiating the year the Raptors were born, the 95-96 season.
And you know what I like about Bill Kennedy? He refs with swag.
Yeah.
He's got an aura about him. Not a hair out of place. Nice little slick back.
See your reflection in the shine of his shoes. Quickly, 3-ball far side, good. Down the bottom of the well. 83-68. Raptors get a steal. Cut it to 15 quickly to Jacoby Walter. His 3 in the air, good. Timeout Detroit. Raptors have cut it to 12 at 83-71.
Jacoby's showing he can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, Darko marching out towards the middle of the lane, clapping his hands, saying, that's what I like to see, fellas. We'll take a timeout. 83-71. Detroit by 12, 5-17, third quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Touchdown.
Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
I'm standing on skates for Canada. Hi, this is Ron McLean. It's an honor to welcome you to Team Canada, where we all have a position on defense to buy Canadian products, support Canadian businesses, and protect Canadian workers. We all know what it means when it says Canada on the sweater. Let's make sure it says Canada on the label. Shop as if your country depends on it. Keep your money in Canada for Canada.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last. 5:17 third quarter. Raptors trying to put together a run. They were down 22. They've taken 10 off that and cut it to 12. 83-71. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa courtside. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewinberg. You heard from them at half, and you will after the game. The veteran Paul Gatt looking after them up top. Alex Mandarino, technical producer and in charge of the whole shooting match tonight. Cameron Moore back at Raptors Central. So the Raptors making a little bit of a run here, Javon. Say we're not rolling over just yet.
And you know what? Off of hustle plays. Right, the last one, Manuel quickly getting into the action. Jamal Shed playing some defense. Jacoby Walter knocking down shots. And you see the energy picking up. I look over to my right side, and Brandon Ingram is, he's clapping. He's up and engaged with the guys. Jacoby Walter right here picking up shoulder, picking his pocket against some cookies.
Steal, yes, the cookies. Jacoby takes the ball. Raptors cut it to 10, 83-73. 4:50 to go. Third quarter. Duran to Schroeder. And he's fouled in the lane. They got the foul on Jacoby Walter. Schroeder will inbound near side. Right wing. Pistons in the white, coming left to right. Schroeder gets it to Fontecchio. Drives baseline. Lays it down in the lane. Thompson has to kick it out. Duran drives to Thompson inside. In the lane a long time. Lays it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Toronto has it. Quickly, front court. IQ on the bounce. Gets a Pirtle screen. Kicks to Mobile. Drives into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Rebound, Marcus Sasser. Oh, that one broke the run. Shed makes the steal on Sasser. Hits quickly, 3 in the air, no good. Long rebound, Thompson. Duran looked like he got away with the walk and goes right down Main Street for the dunk.
He's silently put together a good game for himself. 17 points, 12 rebounds, and like you said, doesn't shoot anything outside the paint. 8 for 10 from the floor.
3:50 third quarter. Raptors down 85-75 as Quickly lays it in. IQ with 8 points on the night. Duran, top of the lane. Dribble handoff to Schroeder. Works to the elbow, far side. The floater up, no good. But the long rebound comes right back to him. Sasser 3 up top, no good. Rebound Quickly. 3:17. Third quarter, Quickly on the bounce. Gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Raptors fighting hard. Long outlet, Schroeder. It's knocked away. Toronto coming back. Walter, pull up three. No good. That would have brought the house down.
It looked good, and you're right.
Right on line.
There was a lot of energy in here.
But Raptors have it at single digits. 85-77. Sasser three, far side, no good. Rebound quickly. Got some tired people on the floor in black uniforms. Quickly. A deep three, no good. That looked like a fatigue shot to me.
It was. Didn't really have the legs to try and, let's not think about a set. Let me not try and get into the paint, but I'll try and get up a good one.
Duran, front court.
And there it is.
Yeah,
right.
finds Fontecchio underneath. The Raptors falling asleep, and Darko says, I can't wait for a whistle. I need a timeout. And three people battle. Lawson and Robinson will check in. 2:10 to go, third quarter. 87-77, Detroit by 10. Raptors have re-engaged the crowd, though, Javon. No question about that.
Yeah, they've gotten after it, right? And I think all of it is through the effort plays that you're seeing, and it's energizing not only the crowd, but it's energizing the Raptors, right? They've gotten some good contribution from their bench, 25 points off their bench to Detroit's 19. But they're passing the basketball, they're getting deflections, they're flying around, and that type of stuff that permeates throughout the team. It's not always about the ball just going through the hole.
Yes.
It's about, the energy that the team is playing with, right? And that becomes infectious.
2:10 to go, third quarter. Let's see what the Raptors can come back with. The lead was 10 at half. Detroit went up 22. Toronto cut it to 8. And with 2:10 to go in the third quarter, we're right where we were at halftime. Detroit by 10. Raptors will be in Brooklyn on Sunday. Javon and I will have that one for you on TSN 1050. Here comes Shed, front court against Sasser. The two Houston Cougars. Shed, far side. Left hand, back to the middle. Kicks to Lawson. Catch and shoot, three, no good. Long rebound, Sasser. Hustles in front court. On Shed, gets it to the near wing. Holland to Reed, back to Holland. They kick it far side. Deep three in the air, good. Tim Hardaway Jr. Robinson up top. Gets it to Shed in the lane. Floats it up. No good. Rebound Paul Reed. Outlet Ron Holland. Here comes Sasser now over the midcourt stripe. 1:15 third quarter. Detroit by 13, 90-77.
Sasser doesn't like this matchup with Jamal Shed. Like, even how he gives up that basketball there, not a direct pass to Hardaway. It's almost like a hot potato. He wants to get it out of his hands before he feels the defensive pressure of Shed. They know each other well, right? Spent a lot of time battling on the Houston Cougars practice courts.
Robinson, far side, loses the ball to Reed. He was going to pass it backdoor, changed his mind, and the orange got loose, and Paul Reed grabbed it. Reed, drive, lay it up, no good. Rebound tipped away. Toronto has it. Swider, front court to Robinson. Orlando drives. They wanted the charge on Hardaway. No call, out of bounds. Still Toronto ball. Now JB Bickerstaff wants to challenge, and what he's using here is the proximate foul. So the ball went out of bounds. It was Toronto's ball, but if he thinks that it should be his ball because of a challenge, it was obviously Toronto ball, but what they're going to look for is, was there a foul that caused the ball to go out of bounds? And if that foul was on Toronto, then Detroit will get the ball. .4 seconds to go.
The previous play is being challenged by the head coach of Detroit.
Oh, yeah, we got to get Bill Kennedy on the mic. He is one of the...
He's going to have fun.
He is one of the smoothest, and he gives you a full explanation. He's prepped to be one of those guys that's in the booth for a rules interpretation on a broadcast after. He's talking to Secaucus about that. The proximate foul. Now Gediminas Petritis getting in on the action as they both look at it. Bill Kennedy, the 30-year veteran, leans into the monitor. I wonder who's back there at Secaucus in the replay center. Everybody waiting for the announcement. Here we go. Bill Kennedy will have the call right here. First, they're explaining to Detroit what's going on. Darko patiently waiting his turn on his side of center. Women's Final Four, Dawn Staley into the finals. South Carolina 74, Texas 57. So there is not a proximate foul call, but Detroit will get the ball as it was off Toronto. So now Darko's getting his explanation from Bill Kennedy. Here we go.
After reviewing the play, the out of bounds that was called has been overturned. The ball was last touched by Toronto. It results in Detroit retaining possession with 24 on the shot clock, and the coach's challenge has been deemed successful.
Fans don't like it, but it's going to be Detroit ball. Read the other way. Sasser, front court for Detroit. In the white, they come left to right. Sasser on the bounce. Gets it up top to Paul Reed. Drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound Robinson. And Ron Holland II came crashing into him. Knocked Orlando down. Shed over to help up the Fresno State men. It'll be Toronto basketball, so no harm done if you're the Raptors. 20 seconds, first half, shot clock is off. Last touch time for Toronto. Shed on the big logo at center. Works over to the far side. Right near the sideline on the right, it says Scotiabank Arena. Now drives, kick to Lawson. Corner three, no good. Long rebound, Tim Hardaway Jr. Gonna pull up and knock it down. He measured it. He is right in front of us. You could see him look up at the clock and say, I got this one. I got this one.
And you know what's crazy? He gathered left, right into that shot as if he was taking a mid-range jumper.
Yep. They call it 29 feet. It looked more than that to me, but Detroit leads it 93-77. Last lap of the track. When we come back, fourth quarter to come. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete sinking? Whether it's your driveway, sidewalk, or patio, those uneven surfaces are not just ugly, they're dangerous. That's where Groundworks comes in. They use state-of-the-art concrete lifting solutions to prevent tripping hazards, and they're the best at what they do. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.ca/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed where work is performed. See website for details.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Fourth quarter time, last lap of the track, 93-77. Detroit with a 16-point lead. Fourth quarter powered by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Raptor ball front court in the black. Moving right to left. Quickly, Pirtle, Swider, Lawson, and Roden for Toronto. Swider up top. On the dribble against Fontecchio. Locked up, turn around, fall away, no good. Rebound. They kick it out. Swider, another look, knocks it down. Down the bottom of the well. For the Syracuse Orange, Cole Swider, 93-80. Raptors cut it to 13, and they make a steal. Here comes Lawson. Drive, lay it up and in. A.J. Lawson bringing that energy.
Energy right off to start the fourth quarter here.
(93-82). Lead is 11 for Detroit. Hardaway Jr. in the lane. Wrapped up, stolen by Toronto.
Big time stop. Jerry Roden helping on the penetration and coming up.
Roden, three ball near side, no good. And J.B. Bickerstaff tells Sasser to push it. On the bounce, Sasser backs off against Lawson. Works near side into the lane, floats it up, and got the roll.
That's a tough one. Kept the basketball low and stopped and popped with Pirtle contesting right in front of him.
Comes quickly, drives, bounces off. Sasser, who wanted the charge, no call. Raptors cut it back to 11, 95-84. 10-13 to go. Sasser to Reed between the circles, straight away. Launches a three, missed everything. I mean, that thing was wide left.
Wow.
Here comes Lawson on the drive, lay it up,
His
no good,
speed,
but fouled by Reed.
He has unbelievable speed. Unbelievable speed. That basketball comes off the side of the backboard, like you mentioned, and Lawson is down on the other end, attempting a shot with 20 seconds still left on the shot clock.
Well, we often trade notes with our colleagues. Lawson misses the first free throw. Our colleague on the TB side, 49 years for the Detroit Pistons. George Blaha, a legend. I listened to George when I first broke into the business. And he's flanked by Magic Johnson's teammate, Javon Cover Your Ears at Michigan State.
Wow. We're not doing that today.
Greg Kelser.
We're not doing that. Not today.
And as they asked us who we liked, I said, watch out for Lawson Roden. They play hard, man. They're hungry. 95-85. The lead is 10. Pistons, front court. on the drive. Sasser to Reed, floated up, no good. Pirtle with the contest. Here comes Quickly on the run, into the lane. IQ finds Pirtle. Kick to Schweider, 3 in the air, no good. Had a great look.
It still looked good, and that's still a good shot. Pirtle with an amazing pass, weak side, and Corbin's just got to hit that. He's got to knock that down.
Schroeder into the lane, kicks it out to Beasley. Lawson right up on him. Beasley on the bounce, works far side with the screen. Pull up, 3, no good. Rebound, Roden. Great D by Lawson. Roden front court. Fakes the dribble handoff, drive, and his foul. Jared Roden will go to the line for 2. Raptors have it at 10, 95-85, 9:03 to go, fourth quarter. Roden got that YMCA look with the black socks and the white shoes. Okay? Warren, you see a guy with black socks and white shoes and he comes to the playground, you say, "Oh, I'm eating tonight," don't you?
Yeah, he's not defending me though.
No.
I don't want any parts of it. He got on black running shoes and or black socks.
No.
I'm okay. That's somebody else. You go match up with somebody else.
Yeah. Got them black shoes and the white, black socks and the white shoes.
Yeah, no.
I'm not.
You foul black socks. You foul hard.
And he's looking at you like, that's not a foul.
No, right? You foul too hard.
That's not a foul.
Go get another matchup.
Raptors have it inside 10, 95-87, 8:55 to go. Up top, Schroeder, hounded by Lawson. Drives, goes to the ground, gets it to Hardaway Jr. In the lane, kick out. Schroeder, 3, no good. Roden ran at him. Quickly with the rebound. Raptors come front court. Quickly floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. Toronto playing with palpable energy right now, Javon.
Yeah, and the pace, right? It changes so much. When they're playing with that type of energy, looking at the shots that they're getting. And I mentioned the one before with Lawson. He got it with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, Quickly, again, playing with that same tempo, that same pace. He's at the free throw line. He gets a shot up with 18 seconds on the clock. Even if those guys don't get a good look on that initial attack, you can still pull it out, get into your secondary break, still get it down to 10 seconds and get into something good. So you have an opportunity at 3 good looks once you're pushing the tempo the way those last 2 guys were.
Raptors out rebounding Detroit through 3 quarters, 38-35. They trailed by 16. Second free throw in the air from Emmanuel Quickly. Dips, fires, and the lead is down to 6, 95-89. 8.5 to go. We inch toward the top of the stretch. Hardaway Jr. to Beasley. To Durant, to Schroeder, into the corner. Sasser backs off, finds Schroeder. Deep, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Taps it to Quickly, to Roden on the run. Lay it up and in.
That's smooth.
Jared Roden, smooth as silk.
That's smooth. Gets right around Sasser, right? The right to left, step around. And a nice lay, strong lay with his right hand.
95-91, Sasser 3, no good. Schweider with the rebound. Here comes Toronto looking for more. Quickly on the bounce, weaves into the lane to Pirtle, floated up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Pirtle's missed a bunch of those tonight that are normally money. Sasser Beasley drive and lay it in. Timeout Toronto. 97-91. 7:41, fourth quarter. Oh, they wanted that one by Pirtle.
And it looked good.
It did.
It looked good. Right. We're accustomed to seeing him go off that right foot, right hand. Just wasn't able to drop it. And to your point, right, not a typical night from Pirtle from the floor. 5 for 11. 11 rebounds and 10 points, but
I can count 3 floaters that should have gone
floaters
down.
that were just chippies that we're accustomed to seeing him make. And right there, you got 6 to 8 points that has been left off of the board.
All right, let's take a break. 97-91, Detroit by 6. 7:41, fourth quarter. Approaching the top of the stretch. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
Oh no, I can't be out of ink. Not now.
Megatank.
Why do I always do this to myself? What is that printer that comes with 30 times the ink?
Megatank.
Yes, it's a Canon Megaphone?
Megatank.
It's a Canon printer. It comes with like $2,000 worth of ink. Prints me over 7,700 color pages.
Megatank.
Mega what?
Listen to the voice in your head and get a Canon Megatank printer, so you don't have to think about ink for a long, long time. Canon Megatank printers available at Best Buy, Amazon, and Staples.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
97-91, Detroit by 6, 7:41 to go, fourth quarter. Lawson, Shed, Roden, Robinson, and Swider on the floor for Toronto. Raptors down as many as 22 in this second half, and they have cut it to 6. Shed gonna bring it front court. Raptors in the block, coming right to left. Working toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Swider, near corner. Gets it to Robinson. Up top to Swider. Shot clock at 5. Finds Robinson. Into the corner. Roden, catch and shoot. 3. No good. Rebound Schroeder. Brings it over the midcourt line. Swider right in front of him. Schroeder drives into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Rebound. Thompson up and in. That's a tough traffic putback.
A strong putback.
Sar Thompson. Shed back to Swider. Corner 3. No good. Rebound Duran. That's a good look. It's a great pass by Shed 2. Right on the money. Front court. Detroit. Beasley, slow step in the lane, no good. Thompson tried for the tip, but Shed had a hold of his arm. So they got Shed on the foul, and Thompson. Are they going to say side out of bounds, no control? 6:40 to go. 99-91 Detroit. Malik Beasley will inbound near side. Detroit in white, moving left to right. Schroeder up top to Duran. Far side, dribble handoff. Hardaway Jr. down to the baseline. 14-footer off glass, too hard. Back rim, front rim, and out. Shed back for Toronto. In the lane, floats it up and in.
He's a blur. Right, when he decided he was going to go into fifth gear, I know the camera wasn't able to keep up with him.
99-93, lead is 6 for Detroit. Lawson hounding Schroeder at the midcourt stripe. Roden knocks it away from Beasley. They get it to Duran, who drives and floats it up and in. Jalen Duran is a load.
Yeah, he does a good job here. As strong as he is, he's pretty nimble, right? Attacks with his right hand, sees the help coming across, and just slides through before they can close the gap on him.
19 and 14 for Duran. Shed in the lane. Gets it to Robinson. Shot blocked from behind by Thompson. Here comes Sasser. Finds Thompson in the lane. Jams it down. They let him go. Raptors suddenly see the lead back, or the deficit back to 10. 103-93. Shed on the dribble. Front court. Holding now, gets it to Swider. Back to Shed on the Raptors logo. Works far side, right wing. Kicks to Roden, swing it to Swider. Drive, the floater off glass is good.
And you know, he hasn't knocked down many shots, but you can tell on that attack he has really good touch. Catches it from the three-point line, gets to his left hand, to the left side of the floor, fades, and puts it off the glass with touch.
Inside the top of the stretch, 4:50 to go. 103-95 Detroit. Deep three by the Pistons, no good. Lawson with the rebound. Raptors will make subs at the next whistle. Bobo, Walter, and Battle will check in. Roden near side. Drive baseline in the lane to Robinson. Can't handle the pass. Kicks it up top. Swider to Shed. Three in the air. No good. Roden was waiting for one more, and Jamal launched it. 4:20 to go, fourth quarter. Raptors down 8. And we've got a foul on A.J. Lawson. Lawson will check out, so will Roden, so will Swider. Shed, Walter, Battle, Mobile, and Robinson for the black-shirted Raptors. Hardaway Jr., Beasley, Sasser, Schroeder, along with Jurin and Asar Thompson. They got a foul on Shed as Sasser came to get the ball at the mid-court line. They're saying jump ball. I thought Sasser might have stepped on the line, but the NBA has this rule about momentum taking you into the back court. I don't like it, but the foul will go on Shed. Schroeder on the dribble. On the baseline, was trapped. The Raptors say that ball went off Schroeder. Jacoby Walter wants the challenge, and Darko's going to take the timeout and challenge it. Raptors are absolutely positive, Jacoby is, that it went off Schroeder's foot. So we'll take our last break. 4:07 to go. Inside the top of the stretch. 103-95. Toronto trailing Detroit. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616.
Red and white, it runs through the veins of everyone who calls our country home. It brings us closer together, no matter where we are. This spring, patients across Canada need you to give a little red and white. Canadian Blood Services needs 450 new blood and plasma donors every day to fuel Canada's lifeline. Let's get Canada's blood pumping. Book an appointment today at blood.ca/450.
Oh, hello, scary monster from my nightmares. Why aren't I scared of you? Because I'm dreaming this nightmare in my new Vågstranda mattress from IKEA. I'm too comfortable and cozy to be scared. Oh no, scary monster, please don't cry. Look, I'm scared.
Visit IKEA today and start sleeping better tomorrow with everything you need for the bedroom of your dreams.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
4:07 to go, fourth quarter, 103-95 Detroit. But the Raptors will get a reprieve as the challenge is good, and Toronto will have the ball. They'll be bringing it front court from right to left. in the black uniforms toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Big trip here, Javon. Big trip here for the Raptors.
They're going to try, Detroit's going to try and get the ball out of Shedd's hands early, right? Shoulder back, Sasser back. They're going to try and top block him in front.
And Jamal Smart, he just threw it over his head. Now Toronto in transition. Shed will back it out. 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter, Toronto down 8. Robinson, backdoor cut, threw it away, trying to get Walter. Jacoby wasn't looking, it wasn't a great pass. Schroeder, and the foul on Shed as Schroeder made sure that the referee saw the contact by throwing his head back. 3:49 to go. Foul number 4 on Shed. Schroeder gets it into Thompson. Back to Schroeder. Straight away to Hardaway Jr. Raises up for a 3, no good. Rebound Mobo. Mobo front court for Toronto. Gets it to Jacoby Walter. Into the lane to Robinson. Corner 3, no good. Long rebound, Mobo has it. To Battle up top. Shed works right with a screen from Robinson. Floater in the lane is good, and a foul. Jamal says, I got 2 and a coupon for 1 more. 103-97. 3:24 to go.
He used that ball screen so tight as he comes off of Robinson's backside there and doesn't give the defense a chance to recover. Now Sasser's on the backside. Now he's in that, Thompson. When he's locked in that hostage dribble. That hostage dribble on his backside. Can't get anywhere.
I like that.
And that's Jamal Shedd's mercy, and he not only gets the 2, but now you get the defense contesting from behind, picking up the foul as well. Like that little hostage dribble.
Yeah, Shed had him in jail, but he missed the free throw. So it stays at 6, 103-97, 3:15 to go. Hardaway Jr. near side on Battle. Drive, floated up, no good. But they're going to get the foul on Battle. And that'll send the Michigan man, Tim Hardaway Jr., to the line for 2 shots. 24th pick by the Knicks back in 2013, a 12-year, 33-year-old veteran. Still looks like he's got a lot of tread on the tires, doesn't he?
I actually remember when he came on his visit to Michigan. Him and Pops. Tim Hardaway Sr. I think I was still in awe, like, wait, is that Tim Hardaway sitting over there? It was actually before a hockey game, a football game. We used to have open gym and just go up and down, and they came in. I'm like, okay, who's this?
Did Tim get out there with the killer crossover on you?
Then in comes Timmy, and I was like, all right, I know exactly who this is.
105-97, Hardaway makes 2. Robinson in the lane, the floater no good. Man, missed a 10-footer at broken circle. Back comes Detroit. Duren with rebound number 17. Schroeder, floater on the baseline, good. 10-point lead, 107-97. Down the stretch we come, Detroit in the lead. Battle 3 up top, good. Down the bottom of the well. 107-100, Jamison Battle punches it down. Thompson front court. On the bounce against Battle. Works far side, left wing. Walter jumps out on the switch. Raptors pressure the ball. Duren up top between the circles. Dribble handoff. Beasley raises up his 3, no good. Long rebound. Beasley gets it back. He's stripped. And the foul called on Walter. Oh, you got to secure the rebound. Got to secure the defensive possession with the rebound. .207 to go. Raptors trailing 107-100. Malik Beasley dips, fires, and knocks it down. He's got 20 on the night. Raptors have made him work, though. He's 7 of 20. His 20 points took 20 shots. Beasley dips, fires a second one, good. Lead is 9 for Detroit. 2:06 to go, and down the stretch we come. Shed on the dribble. Works far side. Into the lane, lays it up and in. And a foul on Duren. Jamal Shed leans in, takes the contact, and says, I'm not done shopping just yet. (109-102) Detroit. Minute 56 to go. Shed off the bench with 13 points. Free throw up and down. 2-possession game. 109-103. Detroit by 6. Crowd wants defense. Schroeder far side. Right hand to the middle. Turns the corner into the lane, lay it up and in.
That's just experience. He turns the corner and he's taking the bump from Battle. Just puts that left shoulder into him, leads that left shoulder as he attacks the basket.
Shed, floater up, no good. Rebound, Duren. I think Jamal went airborne, was thinking about passing.
Yeah. Took off a bit too early.
Timeout, Detroit. As Schroeder is down, lying on his back under the basket that Detroit is defending across from their bench. Now he's in a sitting position.
I think he may have taken a forearm from Duren in the throat.
Friendly fire. That's a big old forearm if it's Duren.
250 pounds worth, all muscle.
6'10", 250. Body fat less than 1%. Schroeder gets up. Still bent over. Hands on his knees.
Trying to catch his breath. I've had one of those before, a time or two. You can't even swallow.
He'll make his way to the bench.
He's got to take air in lightly until everything loosens up.
So Detroit has the ball with 1:25 left, leading by 8, 111-103. Gedimitis Petritis, the official, getting Detroit out of that huddle. At the other end, Bill Kennedy enjoying some levity with Jama Mahalela. Hardaway Jr. will inbound right side near wing in the backcourt, about 65 feet away. Gets it to Schroeder on the run. Looks fine now that he's got the ball, huh?
The instant healer, that orange ball, that leather ball.
Schroeder, one of the great floppers, leans into battle, throws the head back. He is Josh Lipper.
I bet you won't go tell him that.
I
bet you won't go tell him.
I'll tell him to his face.
I dare you.
You want some of my top 10? You want some of my top 10 floppers around the league? And I got video to prove it. You know what they say? Tape don't lie. Film don't lie. Schroeder's right up there. Austin Reeves, LeBron, Luka. There's 3 on one team right there. Put Tyler Hero in there.
I guess you got
the Joker in there.
You got to let Luka and LeBron live because they are in LA, right? So it's theater for them.
I don't see Kawhi. I don't see Kawhi throwing his head
It's
back
Hollywood,
like
baby. Let them guys live.
Free throw good by Schroeder. 10-point lead, 1:17 to go. 113-103. Shed, front court on Schroeder. Works to the middle. In the lane, Bobo with a throw down. Wow, Bobo up high and throw it down hard. The lead is 8. 1 minute to go, fourth quarter. Schroeder guarded by Battle. Out top. Schroeder drives, gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Got the touch. Lead is 10, 45 seconds to go. That might do it. Walter. Jumper, no good. Rebound, they say no. Loose ball foul on Orlando Robinson. Number 5 on Robinson. Detroit will march to the other end. (1:15-105) they lead. Duren on the line. Free throw is good. 20 points, 18 rebounds for Jalen Duren. 9 of 11 from the floor. Second one good. 117-105. Robinson 3 up top, short. Rebound off Shed, out of bounds. I think Jamal stepped on somebody's foot down there. Maybe a camera operator, maybe the edge of the court. Schroeder going to inbound. Get it to Sasser. Shed picks him up, full court. Sasser gets it over midcourt. $10 on the shot clock, 19 on the game clock. Detroit's going to take the turnover. Shot clock violation. 117-105. And Toronto's not going to shoot it either. So the Pistons come to town without Cade Cunningham, and they get a win. It's a final at Scotiabank Arena. Detroit 117, Toronto 105.
And you know what? Credit Detroit. They came out the second half to start the second half with some fire, with some force. Came out intentional. The Raptors really, they got down big. Raptors really weren't able to dig themselves out of a hole. You've seen moments, you've seen spurts, but again, a team that's playing undermanned, and you know, a lot of guys got out there and got some reps, some good reps. Jacoby Walter had an exceptional game for himself. It was great to see him shoot the basketball well. 22 points for him, but also Swider, right? He came out today, and I'm happy to see him knock down shots because he's been searching, he's been digging, he's been trying to get it going. And today was one of those days. Jamal Shed, he showed moments where, you know, we've seen his pressure affect Sasser. We've seen his pressure affect Schroeder. You know he's going to move the basketball. 9 assists, 14 points. So a lot of, you know, some small wins in this game for the Raptors, but unfortunately weren't able to come out with the victory. And you credit this Detroit team.
So the Pistons win it 117-105. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward up next on the postgame. For all of us here, we say thank you for listening. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from the floor of Scotiabank Arena.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Touchdown.
Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share.
Cheers, Insiders! Thank you so much for hanging out here every single Raptors game all season long. We are making a huge difference in the SickKids Hospital Bracket Mania campaign for March Madness. We would not have the community that we have to hang out together every single game of March Madness and grow this awesome channel and group of people that we call Insiders. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, sharing this link out, hitting that subscribe button, turning on that bell, because we wouldn't be here without you. And over $10,000 raised in just 11 months. We're making a big impact in people's lives. Let's go make it bigger. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Go Raptors, go. We'll see you back in the chat. The tournament is here. March Madness is here. The craziness is here. Don't forget, hit that like button down below and share this link out so we can get more basketball fans here in the chat, hanging out with us, cheering on your favorite team.
Blake steals it and lays it in. Clayton a good look. Hit 6.
Check out our new website, www.torontosportsinsider.com. And check out the link that is in the description as well as in the chat that shows where all of the live viewers are watching from. Are you an insider yet? Have you hit that subscribe button? I bet you have now. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking out our Bracket Mania campaign. A lot more coming up soon.
Comer. Just haven't been able to do so. Bernard Thompson with a 3.
This is over. What a great scene this is.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us.
Raptors are a few players short, but it gives the guys who were playing another opportunity to continue to get better, and I think guys like Walter continue to do that.
Jonesy, this is our last home game of the season. The Raptors have one more next Wednesday against Charlotte. But, and when you go to the start of the third quarter, Detroit goes in a 16-5 run. And this is the Raptors were freshly eliminated. There's no resignation here. And if I brought somebody into this building in the fourth quarter looking at how the crowd was engaged, you'd think this was a winner-take-all game. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, Detroit's playing for something, Jim. And like the young guys for Toronto, I continue to be impressed with their compete level. They know they're on tryout. They know they're auditioning for be it a spot in Toronto or somewhere else. So, listen, we talk about ping pong balls and all that stuff. No competitor is going to go out onto the floor and say, "Oh, it's okay if we lose." It's not happening. Jamal Shedd, Jacoby Walter. I mean, I love the energy that Jared Rhoden and AJ Lawson bring to the floor, and I just, a winner-take-all game. It means something for Detroit, and the Raptors were like, well, it doesn't mean anything for us, but we're not going to give it to you. You're going to have to earn it. You're going to feel us if you're going to get this game, and I think that's the attitude you're going to see from now right up until a week Sunday in San Antonio.
Well, and I said this to you, Warren, during the course of the game. When you look at the people on this roster that played tonight and those that didn't, the least compliment you could come out of it is what a bench they're going to have next year.
Absolutely.
Sirius 121, XM 214, and Internet 906. Cavs on Internet 885. 8 p.m., Chicago Bulls take on the Portland Trailblazers. Bulls on Sirius 85, XM 216, and Internet 884. Blazers on Internet 904. 10 p.m., Golden State Warriors face the Denver Nuggets. Warriors on Sirius XM channels 86, Internet 889. Nuggets on Internet 887. 10:30 p.m., LA Clippers face the Dallas Mavericks. Clippers on Sirius 160, XM 212, and Internet 892. Mavs on Internet 886. 10:30 p.m., LA Lakers host the New Orleans Pelicans. Lakers on Sirius 81, XM 213, and Internet 893. Pelicans on Internet 898. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Washington Capitals face the Chicago Blackhawks. Caps on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 950. Blackhawks on Internet 925. 7 p.m., Detroit Red Wings face the Carolina Hurricanes. Red Wings on XM 219, Internet 929. Hurricanes on Internet 924. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Minnesota Wild. Islanders on XM 220, Internet 937. Wild on Internet 933. In NCAA College Women's Basketball, 7 p.m., South Carolina faces Texas on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84. 9 p.m., UCLA faces UConn on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84. In NCAA College Baseball, 4 p.m., Northwestern takes on Iowa on XM and Internet 372. 6 p.m., NC State faces Virginia on XM and Internet 371. 7 p.m., Nebraska faces Rutgers on XM and Internet 372. 8 p.m., Arkansas faces Missouri on XM and Internet 374. 9 p.m., Cal faces Clemson on XM and Internet 371. In NCAA College Soccer, 6 p.m., Tennessee faces Mississippi State on XM and Internet 374. On the PGA Tour at 1 p.m., catch full coverage of the Valero Texas Open on Sirius XM and Internet channels 92. In the UFL at 8 p.m., the Michigan Panthers face the Birmingham Stallions on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Friday, April the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 7 p.m., Indiana Pacers take on the Utah Jazz. Pacers on Sirius 81, XM 213, and Internet 891. Jazz on Internet 908. 7 p.m., Charlotte Hornets face the Sacramento Kings. Hornets on Sirius 160, XM 212, and Internet 883. Kings on Internet 905. 7:30 p.m., Boston Celtics take on the Phoenix Suns. Celtics on Sirius XM channels 86, Internet 881. Suns on Internet 903. 7:30 p.m., Toronto Raptors face the Detroit Pistons. Raptors on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 907. Pistons on Internet 888. 8 p.m., Houston Rockets face the Oklahoma City Thunder. Rockets on Sirius 132, XM 215, and Internet 890. Thunder on Internet 900. 8 p.m., San Antonio Spurs taking the Cleveland Cavaliers. Spurs on Sirius 121, XM 214 and Internet 906. Cavs on Internet 885.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Mick Kern with It Happened in Baseball. May 27th, 1973. The National League East Division Montreal Expos found themselves at Candlestick Park on this Sunday, taking on the host San Francisco Giants. The box score shows the home nine taking it 6-3 on the strength of a complete game by lefty Ron Bryant, who would go on to finish third in Cy Young voting that season thanks to 24 wins. The box score also reveals that Expos left fielder Curtis Brown went 0 for 4 at the plate, along with 2 putouts. Not exactly a day to remember for the 27-year-old native of Sacramento. He'd get him the next day, right? The trouble is there would be no next day, at least not in the majors. That game against the Giants would be the only time Curtis Brown would ever play in the big leagues. The former Mets farmhand was eventually sent back down to the minors, where he excelled with the AAA Peninsula Whips, a team that also featured a young Gary Carter for a handful of games. Brown isn't the only player to get one solitary crack at the show. Almost 1,000 players over the years have had the proverbial cup of coffee in the majors, names such as Gary Hill with the 1969 Braves, Gary Lance with the 1977 Royals, and Jeff Bannister with the 1991 Pittsburgh Pirates. Pinch hitting for Doug Drabeck, Bannister picked up a base hit against Atlanta on July 23rd, 1991, his only at-bat in the major leagues. Bannister did all right for himself, however. He became the 18th manager of the Texas Rangers on October 16th, 2014. For It Happened in Baseball, I'm Mick Kern.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Friday, April the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In Major League Baseball, 1:10 p.m. Detroit Tigers take on the Chicago White Sox. Tigers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 850. White Sox on Internet 846. 2:10 p.m. Boston Red Sox face the St. Louis Cardinals. Red Sox on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 844. Cardinals on Internet 865. 2:20 p.m. Chicago Cubs face the San Diego Padres. Cubs on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 845. Padres on Internet 862. 3:10 p.m. New York Mets face the Toronto Blue Jays. Mets on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. Jays on Internet 868. 4:10 p.m. Colorado Rockies face the A's, with the Rockies on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 849. A's on Internet 841. 4:12 p.m. Pittsburgh Pirates take on the New York Yankees. Pirates on Sirius 119, XM 180, and Internet 861. Yankees on Internet 859. 4:35 p.m. San Francisco Giants face the Seattle Mariners. Giants on Sirius 137, XM 181, and Internet 863. Mariners on Internet 864. 6:45 p.m. Philadelphia Phillies take on the LA Dodgers. Phillies on Sirius 161, XM 182, and Internet 860. Dodgers on Internet 854. Spanish feed on Internet 871. 6:45 p.m. Washington Nationals face the Arizona Diamondbacks. Nationals on Sirius 139, XM 183, and Internet 869. Diamondbacks on Internet 840. 7:15 p.m. Atlanta Braves face the Miami Marlins. Braves on Sirius 138, XM 184, and Internet 842. Marlins on Internet 855. 7:40 p.m. Kansas City Royals host the Baltimore Orioles. Royals on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 852. Orioles on Internet 843. 8:05 p.m. Texas Rangers face the Tampa Bay Rays. Rangers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 867. Rays on Internet 866. Spanish feed on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 870. 8:10 p.m. Milwaukee Brewers take on the Cincinnati Reds. Brewers on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 856. Reds on Internet 847. 9:38 p.m. LA Angels take on the Cleveland Guardians.